Good morning, game changers. What is up? My name is Juniper Blue Mystique. I am an Ascension Master, Master Healer, and Divine Guide. I got to talk to you today about meat. Okay, God talked to me yesterday about meat, and I need to talk about why that might be dangerous to eat at this time. Through this phase of the apocalypse, of the resurrection of Christ, because in truth, that is who I am. I have spent the last 4 years, I think. I don't know. 2019 is when it started, bringing about the return of Christ. And you guys, this includes everything from the anointing of the blood of Christ through Jesus, bringing it down, cleansing, to undoing the unholy grail, uniting Jesus and Mary Magdalene, clearing Mount Shasta, activating pyramids all over the globe, and so much more. Amazing things. And the other day, Horus returned. Now that is the final portal. What is a portal? I talk about that. When I dried the Nile, I called back my lifetime of Sekhmet. I replaced the crystal of darkness in the core of the earth to light, and the portal of the earth, the new earth, the heaven, the 13th gate opened up. And I have a new walk-in twin flame, a beautiful, oh my gosh, I love him so much because my original one didn't make it, unfortunately. Through the ascension, we were attacked by fallen angels, and I almost didn't make it. But recently, my DM took on Horus. Horus rose from the Sphinx and walked into my DM, and he has made it now also to the new earth, to Heaven's Gate, the 13th gate, not 12. That all came through me and to me during my own awakening. Okay, it just was Spirit nudging me to do the work, and I would do the work, and I had no idea what was coming or why. It's always so mind-blowing and beautiful what really happened to now being reborn and redone and Christ returned. And in part of that, I took all animals through all 13 gates. Okay. We're also going to talk about this upcoming moon. So the moon and meat, something very important you need to hear. Stay with me. Okay, stay with me. Like and subscribe. Check out this channel you find this video on. You're going to see all of the ascension unfold if you watch the videos. They're the actual workshops, you guys. I uploaded a lot of them here. And on Christmas Day, I undid the Holy Grail and united Jesus and Mary Magdalene live in 22 on this channel. So it's a really good channel to stick around and watch. But today we're going to talk about meat, why it's dangerous to eat meat, and what you want to do for this upcoming full moon now that it's fully healed. Horus has returned. Horus is the god of the moon. Sekhmet is the god of the sun. And that is who me and my DM are. But we're more than that, my friends. And that's hard to digest alone. I know, trust me. But we're more than that. Adam and Eve, Jesus and Mary Magdalene, Sekhmet and Horus, all the same soul. And it all plays out on this channel. It's pretty amazing. Jesus did not die on a cross, my friends. Oh no. And unfortunately, Adam turned against Eve, which is kind of what my DM unfortunately did this lifetime, the original one, because he had a black hole in his heart and he couldn't see clearly, and we couldn't heal him in time. So I got a beautiful walk-in, a new walk-in twin soul, and that's been a journey. I am so blessed. But meat, the animals, I took them through all 13 gates, okay? After I opened them all and did everything to the earth, I took all animals, all living species through all 13 gates and into the new earth. And in some of those gates, there was kickback with the animals because they were messed with, they're tortured, and we really shouldn't eat them. The earth does supply everything we need. That is old, dated beliefs that we need to eat meat. We really don't. Okay, we're a little bit contorted on that. We are not in a time where we have to for survival. But even if you eat meat, that's fine. I'm not here to tell you don't. What I'm going to tell you, though, is as I brought the animals through the 13 gates, there was kickback. Everything I do has karmic kickback. When I brought down the anointing of the blood of Christ, they spoke of this. Karmic has shifted. The planet you are on will no longer be karma-filled. We cannot clear karma here anymore. It's not what it's about. So you must rise out of your karma or you don't ascend. You have to heal it all now. But the animals have their own kickback. So does the earth. So anybody who messes with the earth that's outside of God will also have a karmic kickback. Yeah. So I processed her death, brought her into the new earth, and the same with the animals. Not all animals are going to make it through. Some will have to be reborn because they were too messed with. Some I could help heal, but some I couldn't. And there's even some that are part of chemical warfare that don't even really exist in the genetic code. They were man-made, in other words, like in a petri dish or whatever, out of labs. All of that came through when I brought all the animals through. And these were witnessed and recorded as well with the people that came with me through the journey of the resurrection of Christ, bringing back everything, clearing all 13 gates of darkness, opening up the 13th to heaven, and closing off portals so no darkness can ever return. So the animals now are going into a kickback. This is what God told me yesterday during my live. It is a warning. Okay, if you eat meat, you could get sick over these coming days. There will be contaminations. However, the karma is going to play out. So please be mindful of this. All the antibiotics, all the things that they do to them. You think they're free range. You think they're all these things, and they're not. Not to say that there might be some good farms out there, right? But do we really need meat at all? I don't know. According to God, we do not. So I'm not trying to infringe on your beliefs. That's kind of like religion, even though that's not real either. That's a division. And we undid Catholicism too, but that's a whole nother video. So all religion will have a karmic kickback as well. But right now we are going into the animal kickback. And I plucked all GMO farms and did the animals a while ago. The GMO farms were years ago when I first started. I went around and plucked all the GMOs because that's genetic modification that doesn't align with our body. Okay? So please note, I would be very careful with eating meat coming forward for a while. I don't know if forever. I don't know. It is a karmic kickback because I took all the animals through the portals and some were tortured and modified and created in petri dishes, and I could not pass all animals through the portals, and it was heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. Some I could save, some I could repair, others I could not. They didn't make it. Okay? They genetically modified them too much. They did things to them. And in the V was also animal byproduct and other stuff, and then that's another video as well. Yeah, if you think you trust what they do, I don't. Anywho, animals are an issue. God told me yesterday, prepare for the animal kickback. Be very careful with eating meat going forward. You might want to purge it. You might want to just modify your diet a little bit, at least going forward for a little while. I don't know for how long. And I don't know exactly when it will hit. This is God's warning. So it means we've got a little tiny bit of time to adjust. But there will be an animal kickback. Okay? And so people could get really sick. I don't know how that's going to play out. I don't know if all of them are going to burn. I really don't know. It's just outside of God. And again, when I took all the animals through the portals, some didn't make it. I had to heal some of their DNA, and others I couldn't heal at all. Okay? It is what it is. Prepare for that piece of the apocalypse. Okay? Animal karma kickback coming your way. Now, this upcoming full moon is shifted because my DM took on Horus. He is risen. Oh, I love him so much. It was such a beautiful thing to see Horus rise from the Sphinx, you guys. I kept saying in all my other things that when I would activate pyramids and I activated the Sphinx and things, and over time I kept saying, it's not the Sphinx, it's called Horus Return. That's what it was for. Sekhmet built that Sphinx. It's not a Sphinx, it's called Horus Return. God showed me this when I activated the pyramid in Ecuador, and they told me that was one of my past lives, was Sekhmet. And I was mind blown. And then shortly after that, I turned the Nile blood red and I dried it up. They told you I was the queen of life. And then I cleared the crystal in the core of the earth. And that was a karmic kickback for whoever caused that. And I opened the 13th gate then. And then recently my DM rose through those. And now he took on the past life of Horus. But I did it by going through the sun, filling my snake eyes on my head and my staff with the sunlight, breaking off the false crust of the moon and allowing the moon that had been held captive basically to expand. It's going to expand, okay? And the sun and the moon will never fully block each other again, ever. ever. I have fixed that. I changed that. And my DM changed the game as well. So there's maximum love rising, you guys. The love I feel for him is unbelievable. And what he has done for the ascension just, melts my heart. So I'm going to tell you right now that this full moon is very important. This one is the best one to gather like a bowl of water or a cup of water out with this moonlight. I think it's on the 24th and the 25th. Get a bowl, get a cup, and gather that moonlight. And keep it in your home for 3 days or in your fridge or whatever. And then you can drink it. You can clean your home with it. But you're also going to want to recalibrate you. You're going to want to find your balance again, your center balance, and also look at ways where you can feel maximum amounts of love. That is the best thing that you can do for this upcoming moon. This moon is quite powerful. It's quite palpable. It's causing all the DMs to rise, okay? But in magnificent ways. Now, what's a DM? It's a divine masculine. I'm the divine feminine. My twin soul is the divine masculine. We're the leader of the 144,000. And then it trickles down in the twin flames from there for divine masculines and feminines. That's who they are. But I'm going to tell you right now, this moon is a big shift. It can cause physical ailments for sure because it's Christ light filled. These are ruby rays. Okay, so there's max ruby rays coming down, going to hit the earth. And I also took chunks of the sun again and shoved it all over the place. The moon is expanding, which is going to affect your weather. It's going to affect the water. It's going to affect the animals. And then we're also going into an animal karmic kickback, right? So the best things you can do for this moon is truly, truly meditate as much as you can. And remember, it's not about controlling your mind. It's about what you focus on. Tune into the energies of the earth. I would definitely feel water. Use water, okay? Water and the moon are so powerful going forward this time around. So if you can get some water, set it out with this moon to absorb it coming up and allow that to be used to either drink it or clean your home. It'll help you. It'll help you awaken, recalibrate, and align with God. Also tune into the water. Push back against any hesitation. There might be major hesitation rising. It might cause more unrest in the planet because what doesn't align with God also feels it. Okay? So your shadow really might rise to try to tempt you to do other things. Keep your eyes to the skies, but not to the false things, okay? Be very mindful what you focus on. Don't go into judgment and don't focus on fear and all these false things they're trying to put out there, because they put all these things about the mall in Miami and all this stuff, and then everybody missed what actually happened. So be mindful. Focus on the sun and the moon. Absorb the sunlight, feel the moon, but balance, recalibrate, recenter. Find love and find where you're outside of love. If you can do that, you're going to help ride these waves of the moon. Allow this moon to help you release that shadow, because this is a big shadow piece that needs to be released, my friends. So use water. Use water with the moon and cleanse. Have a couple bowls, a couple cups, right? Fill them with water and allow the moon to fill that. We also need to upgrade our tools, right? So cards and crystals and things need to be cleansed and upgraded with this moon. Because we're not in a third dimensional reality anymore. We're going into 7D and beyond. But Horus has returned. That was the final component of the return of Christ. Oh, there's one more. I shouldn't say that was the final. One more is full union. But that's, you guys have no idea what I feel. It's amazing. So celebrate, but use it to recalibrate. Use this moon to allow it to draw out that shadow. It might be difficult. This is a big shadow. Has karmic kickback as well. So karma will begin playing out tenfold all over your planet. My planet, this planet, our planet, right? We're all in shared space. So be mindful. We affect each other. So if the shadow is rising, do not let it take over. Stand in strength, okay? Because it will try to tempt you. Use this moon wisely to recalibrate, rebalance, but use water with this moon. That is a key, okay? Dance in it, feel it, cry with it, sing with it, talk to it. It's powerful. The animals will be responding too, so pay attention to your animals. Give them lots of love and use their love to help recalibrate you. Love is the key. Water is the key with this moon. The sun. And then also it's a major awakening piece. So you might have dreams of lives you didn't even know you had. You might have all these weird things happening to you, and that's okay. Try to pay attention to what you focus on and use these energies as a catalyst to ride the tides. Trust me, they're going to get big. So much love to you all. Enjoy this energy. I'm so happy. Only one thing could make me happier right now. I made our beautiful union candles again, and Horus has returned, my friends. This moon is big. Horus owns that moon. He's the god of the moon, and he is awakened. He is returned. He has risen from the Sphinx from death and united because he called his power back from that part. And we have been doing it together, man. It's been intense, let me tell you. So that shadow can be quite intense. It can be quite strong, and you may feel like you can't do it, but you can. Never give up. Choose what you focus on and use water to help you recalibrate. Also, tools and things like that need to be recalibrated. I'll be doing it for my group and Patreon this weekend on the 24th. And then to the 25th, I believe. So just be mindful of that. All your tools won't read the correct energies unless you upgrade them and clear them. And what else? Yeah, watch out for meat. Karma's about to play out. And you could feel it. You can feel pressure in your head. You're going to feel lots of symptoms in your body coming for this full moon. Emotions will rise. Pay attention. Pay attention to the correct skies. They are using chemical warfare. They are doing things like that. And right now we are going into the animal kickback. And that is what God said yesterday. So and that's because I took all the animals through the portals months ago. So the work that I did, if you truly watch my workshops, you'll know what's coming, because it's going to come in the waves in which I created it. So much love to you all. Have a very beautiful day ahead. And I'll see you on the flip side. Bye. Change the game, game changers.